The digital clock mounted above the customer support floor displayed 11:58 p.m. Rows of empty cubicles stretched across the dim office. Computer monitors glowed softly. Air conditioners hummed without interruption. Outside, heavy rain struck the glass windows overlooking the city. Only one employee remained. Daniel, 26 years old. Quiet, reliable, always willing to work overtime. He adjusted his headset and finished typing the last customer report. The supervisor had already left an hour earlier. The janitor had finished cleaning. Security had completed its final round. The entire ninth floor belonged to Daniel. He stood, collected his backpack, logged out. Then the office telephone rang. A single sharp tone echoed across the silent room. Daniel stopped walking. He looked toward the reception desk. The phone continued ringing. Normally, calls stopped automatically after office hours. Nobody should have been connected. The ringtone echoed again and again. He remembered something the older employees often joked about. If the office phone rings after midnight, don't answer it. Everyone laughed whenever someone mentioned it. Daniel had laughed too. He walked toward the exit. The ringing stopped. Silence returned. He sighed with relief. Then, the phone rang again. Longer this time. More aggressive. The display screen showed no number. Only one word. Unknown. Daniel hesitated. It could be an emergency. Maybe another branch. Maybe security downstairs. After several seconds, he picked up. Customer support. This is Daniel speaking. Nothing. Only static. Then a slow whisper. You're leaving too early. Daniel frowned. Hello? The voice continued. You forgot someone. The line disconnected. Daniel stared at the receiver. The office suddenly felt colder. He placed the phone back onto its cradle. His computer monitor turned on by itself. He hadn't touched the keyboard. Words appeared across the screen. Employee number 314, a personnel file opened automatically. The photo showed a man wearing the same company uniform. Name, Michael Reyes. Employment status, missing. Date, 7 years earlier. Daniel frowned. He had never seen the file before. The office lights flickered. Every monitor inside the room powered on simultaneously. Each displayed the same employee photograph. Hundreds of glowing faces stared toward him. Then every screen changed. Each monitor now showed live security camera footage. Every camera pointed toward different sections of the building. Conference rooms, hallways, storage rooms, emergency exits. Nothing moved until one camera changed. Camera 9, the hallway outside Daniel's office. Someone stood there. A man, motionless, facing directly toward the camera. His face couldn't be seen, only darkness. Daniel rushed toward the glass entrance. The hallway outside was empty. He looked back at the monitor. The figure was gone. A loud notification chimed. Another incoming phone call. The office phone rang once more. This time, every phone on the entire floor began ringing together. Reception, meeting rooms, manager offices, training desks, all at once. An endless chorus of ringing echoed through the building. Daniel backed away. The nearest phone answered itself. Its speaker activated. Dozens of overlapping voices whispered simultaneously. Where is Michael? Have you seen him? He's still working. He never clocked out. Daniel covered his ears. The whispers grew louder, then stopped instantly. Silence. A new message appeared on his computer. Clock out before 12:13 a.m. A countdown began. 12 minutes. Daniel hurried toward the elevator. He repeatedly pressed the call button. Nothing happened. No lights. No movement. The emergency stairwell remained the only exit. He opened the heavy steel door. Darkness. The stairwell lights were off. Only faint emergency strips illuminated the concrete walls. Daniel descended quickly. 9th floor. 8th. 7th. 6th. Everything seemed normal until he reached the 5th floor. The door was chained shut. He continued downward. 4th floor. Another chained door. 3rd. Locked. 2nd. Locked. Every exit had been sealed from the outside. His breathing became uneven. Only one floor remained. Ground level. He reached the final landing. The door stood slightly open. Light spilled beneath it. Relieved, Daniel pushed it open. He stepped through and froze. He wasn't in the lobby. He was back on the 9th floor, standing beside his own cubicle. The digital clock read 12:08 a.m. 5 minutes remained. Every office chair now faced him. None faced the desks anymore. Hundreds of empty chairs, perfectly aligned, watching. The office phone rang again. Daniel refused to answer. It continued ringing. The monitor flashed another warning. Final call. The ringing stopped. A voice spoke from behind him, not through the phone, inside the room. "You ignored me." Daniel slowly turned. A man stood near the reception desk. Company uniform. Employee badge. Wet footprints surrounded him. His ID card read, Michael Reyes. His skin appeared gray. His eyes remained completely black. Water continuously dripped from his sleeves onto the carpet. Michael spoke calmly. "They promised I'd leave after my shift. They lied." Daniel slowly stepped backward. Michael didn't move. I answered the last call. The call never ended. The lights shut off. Darkness swallowed the office. Only computer monitors remained illuminated. Each screen displayed Daniel's employee profile. His photograph, his employee number, status, active. One line appeared underneath. Replacement confirmed. The office lights returned. Michael had disappeared. The office phone stopped ringing. The elevator suddenly chimed. Its doors opened. Daniel ran inside. He repeatedly pressed the lobby button. The elevator descended normally. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The doors opened into the brightly lit lobby. The security guard looked surprised. "You're still here?" Daniel nodded silently. The guard checked his watch. "It's almost midnight." Daniel frowned. He looked at the large wall clock. 11:59 p.m. Impossible. He had spent nearly 20 minutes upstairs, yet only 1 minute had passed. Daniel left the building without saying another word. The next morning, he submitted his resignation. Human Resources searched for Michael Reyes in the employee database. No records existed. No identification number. No employment history. Nothing. The supervisor insisted nobody by that name had ever worked there. Daniel never argued. He simply walked away. 3 months later, a new employee stayed late to finish reports. At exactly 11:58 p.m., the office telephone rang. The screen displayed one word, unknown. The new employee smiled. He answered immediately. Some calls are never meant to be answered, and some employees never really clock out.